Hi, DJ. What's up, man? Hope you can hear me.
Hello?
Hello.
You having dinner?
No, I'll be over after a while if you're still awake.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's good here, DJ. Had a couple of really nice days. Going to get a little bit of rain towards the end of the week, but then it'll clear back up again. So, been in the 70s, high 60s. Been great. Can you hear me okay, DJ? Been having trouble with the audio part. Blink once for yes and blink twice for no. Okay, good. Then I'll leave it alone. Windows 10, goes along just great for a while, and then all of a sudden it gets all messed up. Usually right after an update. Had a guy come in last week, says, that all he does is answer comments and smoke? Yep. That's about it. Not necessarily in that order either. So it's a roll call. We got four watching and one talking. Who else is in there? Yeah. Yeah, it's active. She wanted to know if I was going to eat tonight, so I told her not right now. Macaroni and dogs right now, so. As Madison would say, the little girl next door goes, dogs. She got in there last week wanting to know if I was going to get her gas for her broom. Yeah, I was happy about it. The the technicians say, "Oh, everything's normal," but I always wait till my doctor actually reads it. I didn't really want to say too much about it, but everything came back normal. You guys got to put up with me for a little while longer yet. All except for the testosterone, I'm pretty low on that. Extremely low, they said. So I got to go start hormone therapy on the 18th. Combination of being my age and blood pressure medicines and all that lowers it. Doctor said that lifting weights would help. No, I lift enough weights. Just by standing up, I lift 200 pounds every time I stand up. So that's enough. Yeah, yeah, you're right, DJ. That's right, 200 pounds. That's enough. That's enough weight. He said I should be dropping some of that weight though. After I start the therapy, I should be dropping some of it. Well, everybody's being really quiet. What's up with all that? Nobody's talking. I don't know. Was it pretty low? Oh, okay. I'm supposed to weigh about 170, 171, so I'm at 210 the last time I checked. But every time I go in, I gain 2, so uh, yeah, getting pretty close to being just too fat. So I got to get up and start walking too. When I get on that therapy, I got to start walking again. I'm just waiting to get up in the mountains. I do lots of walking up there. Up there where I go, in that particular area, they got 39 inches in 2 days. So, a little piggy there, do you? Hey, Larry. The doctor told me that I got to start sitting on my hands. I said, that's part of the exercise, Every time my elbow bends, my mouth flies open. So yeah, 39 inches of snow. It broke all kinds of records up there for, early 50s was the last time they got snow like that. I want to know where this global warming is. Yeah, it's probably going to be a while before that melts off. So, and then when it does, it'll be a muddy mess. Because it'll melt fast, you know. I mean, there's flood warnings and watches all over the place up there. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty muddy. Hi, Evelyn. What's going on with Evelyn tonight? Uh, 42 inches. That's pretty good snowfall. About halfway up the door, right? Right, gal. Right, Gavin. I remember when we first moved to Phoenix, it was 1954, I think, and I was amazed at how much rain we'd get. It cloud up and rain for a week, every day, heavy rain. Doesn't do that now, though. Yeah, all hot air. I think it is, Larry. I think it is a hoax, but, you know, who's to say? I can't, I'm no expert. Oh my, Evelyn, there went the price of oranges. Let's see. Lived in California, Arizona, of course, Utah, Michigan, and Georgia. Lived in Savannah, Georgia for just a little while. And sat through a minor hurricane. Everybody else was just sitting around having a good time, and I was a little bit nervous. I think I've said before that, an Arizona car, got in all that rain and moisture and all that, and man, it was squeaking for a week after that. All the rubber bushings were all squeaking. And I thought they raised the prices every time it got that low. Whether it did any damage or not, it's a good excuse. Price of oranges, that is. I'm still missing that ring bologna, DJ. That spicy ring bologna. That was so good. You can't find that here at all, anywhere. Only in Michigan is the only place I know where you can get it. I think you said before you could still get it there, right? Now this one was so minor that they didn't even name it. It was just a big wind. What? What motel? I don't remember that, Evelyn. I was in an office situation there, DJ, and I decided I was going to try to make some. I didn't know what what kind of spices they use, so I just got some pickling spices and cut the bologna up in small chunks. And it just about run me out of the office. So it was smelling pretty good. Didn't taste like what I remembered either, but I think there's another one Tiliman out there, Evelyn. I got a notice from YouTube been a couple of years ago, I guess, wanting to know if I had another channel with the same name. That's interesting, Evelyn, but where did you come up with that? Did you hear me say something about Bushnell? I think I stayed in a no-tell motel once, down around Tucson. That's enough of that. Is that what they use? Peppers and pickling? Hi, Frida. Long time no see. How you been? Oh, I see. Okay. I'll try it again one day. Oh, cool, Gavin. Good deal. Yeah, you just get up there to I-40 and turn left. When you get to Holybrook, you turn left again. Take that little 2-lane down there to Heber. Yeah, that's about right, Larry. Of course, that was, back in the 70s, so. No, Gavin. I had a dog. A chow chow dog. If you mean, did I put dog on my beans? No. Ew. Yuck. Okay, I'll bite. What's chow chow? Oh, Evelyn, are you talking about that motel I stayed in there in it wasn't Bushnell, it was north of Miami. Actually, it was a little north of Daytona. But I don't remember the little town it was. It might have been Bushnell. No, I just don't remember. The other place that I used to stay at was Wildwood. When I got down that way. Oh, that's a pretty good jaunt there, Gavin. I used to get to Lottawada. That's not the way you pronounce it, I think, but that's how it's spelled. It's Lottawada Lake. Man, it was a lot of water. What do you want? What do you want? You want to tell everybody hi? Hmm? Come here. Come on, let's tell everybody hi. Okay? You happy? Are you happy now? Tell them hi. Wave. Say hi. No. She looks disgusted, doesn't she? Aw. Little sweet girl. Smell a sweet girl, huh? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. Treat. You want a treat now? What will a kitty do for a treat? She says, I sat on your lap, Dad. That's enough. I remember the name of it, Evelyn, was Tiki Motel. Oh, no, Gavin, I do put raw onions on them, though. That's pretty good. Evelyn said hi, Miss Lily. Nah, she don't care. She's busy eating her treats now. Hey, Ren. Yeah, that's a pretty good jaunt too. It's about 2,000 miles, isn't it, Gavin? A little more, maybe. I do put a lot of garlic in my beans, though. I like that a lot. Now you have to get over there and say hi to what's his face? Excuse me. Yep, 2,000 miles. When you get to Holbrook, there's a little two-lane. I don't remember the road number now, but you end up in Heber. But going down that road is, oh, it's a nightmare. It's not that it's a bad road. It's just flat and usually pretty hot and windy right through there. And then all of a sudden you run into the trees. Hey, Jen. Hey, Rand's coming to Vegas. Sounds good to me, Chen. Don't like rice. And I don't like the rice. Grandpam's coming to Vegas. He's got a golf tournament down there. I think he said he's going to go down for a golfing trip. Yeah, there's some places there, Frida. Not too many, though. Yeah, that's about perfect right there, Jen. What? 12 o'clock midnight? I think your clock stopped. Might want to get with Rob on Little House on the Road. He knows a lot of free places down there in Florida, and Eric does too, I think. Nomadic fanatic. Maybe Chris and Evelyn will put you up for a couple of weeks. Good thing I'm out of reach. Get smacked upside the head here. Sorry, Larry. That one didn't come through. It's YouTube's getting on everybody's case again. Sorry. They're going through another one of their apocalypse things with their AI. They're monitoring everybody's comments now. Yeah, that's what he said, Ran. It'll be interesting to see what he ends up with. I know it's going to be a Class A, though. Yeah, that's what he was saying, Chin. He's going to have to get some stuff done on it before he'll take delivery on it, I guess. That's a good thing. He needs to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. That's right, Gavin. But he's paying that big money now for those RV resorts. I'm sure him and his girlfriend will probably tow her van around. I think, he was saying that she was going to sell it at one time, and then he just posted a video. Was it today? Yesterday? I don't remember now. That she's not going to sell it, so I bet they end up towing it around with him. Oh, okay. I guess I missed that part, Chin. Yeah. Yeah, she's thinking ahead, Chin. I know when my Class A was running and I was using it, this, to go up to where I go camping, there just wasn't a lot of choice. Now, I got in a couple of places that I probably shouldn't have been in. I had to back out of it and find some place to turn around. So, it's getting them level enough to use the refrigerator is a little tricky too with those. Yeah, I agree, Gavin. I do. Some of the older videos I used to badmouth a little bit, only, coming out of the motorhome, out of the Class A and into that, I was a little bit cramped. And I wasn't really sure I was gonna like it, but as time went by, if I start getting a little claustrophobic, I just go outside and sit in the chair, sit by the fire, and I got all the room in the world there. Not to mention that it cost $10 just to start it up. And you're right. Camper has everything the motorhome has. So just in a smaller space, that's it. Yeah, Larry, that's about what I would get. About 7, between 6.5 and 7. I had the old Dodge 440, that Mopar. I didn't have a lot. In '78, they started downsizing the horsepower, so it didn't have the horsepower that the older 440s did, but it still used about as much gas. So, and I took it to the first RTR, my first RTR. I think it was his second one, I believe. And mostly on flat ground, going out there, I got between 6 and 7. I have somebody that wants to buy the motor out of the motorhome. Said he wants to put it in his boat. I don't think so. I think it's like just be an anchor. Well, you got that right, Gavin. On a good day, the truck would get about 12. I think when I took it out to the RTR with Alan, I got between 12 and 13. A cab over camper, blocks a lot of the wind. Hey, good night, DJ. Good to see you, man. Take it easy. Try to stay warm. Eat some of that good pickled bologna for me, will you? He's probably gone. He didn't hear me. Now there he is. Oh, it's so good. If you ever get a chance to get some, try to get it. Oh, it's so good. Hey, Christopher. Yeah, where's the chaos, right? Okay, Rand, take care. Good luck with the golf game. Hey, Christopher, YouTube's doing their stuff again, so yeah, we've kind of nixed the chaos a little bit. Of course, there wasn't a lot of chaos anyway, so you know. Howdy. Oh, it's going good, Deborah. How are you? Good to see you. Oh yeah, Gavin, you know, fried bologna and eggs is good too. That's just good old Southern comfort food. Yeah, I know, Chen. Yeah. I kind of was messing with that other one that used to. I can't think of the name of it now. But you know, it doesn't work well with Windows 10. So. Oh yeah, me too, Deborah. I hate moving. Once you get in and start, you know, putting things away and stuff, that's kind of fun. But just getting there is, I hate that too. Yep, sausage and eggs. That's right, Larry. No, no, it's uh wait a minute, and I'll tell you. I have to go look it up again. Skype. We used to use Skype a lot, but it just doesn't want to work with Windows 10. About 3 months, 3.5 months or so, Gavin. You know, at one time, stay out that long at one time. Not just about 3 years ago, I guess I stayed out there. You know, and then I'd come in for a while and then go back out, back and forth. But you got that right, Deborah. Find out who your friends are when you're moving, huh? Given it, you know, the place where I go with the Rangers never bothered me at all. I could sit out there for weeks and weeks, and you know they wouldn't bother me at all. Just keep your camp clean, and and that kind of stuff. And they didn't bother you. But the last year, oh, they're starting to kind of push a little bit, coming in, checking on you, and that kind of stuff. Like I said, you find out who your friends are, Deborah. Yeah, we used to use Skype a lot when they Facebook had all those games in that, and a bunch of us would get together and use Skype. Mafia Wars was what we were doing. Some of you might remember that. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't go to the Coconino Forest, Frida, in Arizona, because they're right on you. They come in, check your plates, and mark down when you came in, and all that. It's irritating. I don't go up there at all. Oh yeah, Jim, we had clubs, and we'd all get together, family, mafia family. And that's how we'd play. Using Skype, we talk to each other and that kind of stuff. I love Waffle House, Larry. I just love it. There's an area there in northern Arizona that I used to go to. It's right on the line between two forests. And, you stay there 14 days, 15 days or so, and then drive 2 miles and cross the line into the other forest and stay there for, 15 days or so, and then come back. So there wasn't much they could say. They knew what was going on, but they didn't like it. But too bad. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. Like I've said before, too, that area that where I go, a good 90% of that forest was closed. And so all those people, 900 and something thousand acres, all those people were looking for someplace else that was still open. And, so there was a lot of traffic in and out of there all the time. And then, of course, the alien transport vehicles would drive everybody nuts. It drove me nuts anyway, and Alan, he couldn't stand it. That's the best food I ever had, Gavin. Okay, Jen. Yeah, I think there's 2 in Phoenix, but, it's an 80-mile trip for me just to go have breakfast. Nah, it's not worth it. It just didn't go over too well in Arizona for some reason. If I get down to the valley, Phoenix, we call it the valley, and it's Burger King, so I can get my strawberry shake and onion rings. And that's as far as the fast food goes now. Hi, Cajun. How's Cajun tonight? You can't get grits here either. They just look at you like, what? There's a McDonald's, a Jack in the Box, and a Wendy's. That's all the fast food there is here. They finally got a Denny's open, but it's clear across town. So, the joke is, if you go that far, you got to bring your lunch in a sleeping bag. So, don't go there. I know Cheryl was wanting to know if I was going to eat, and I told her no, I'd get some later. But you guys are, we got to quit talking about food. Well, that's been a while, Christopher. I kind of mellowed out since then. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. See? See what I mean, Frida? See, there's a man after my own heart right there. They don't have a Burger King up here, of all things. Yeah. Get the banana split, Frida. That's the best. And their burgers are pretty good, too. Yeah, it's, I don't think about hygiene when I go to Waffle House. I guess maybe I should now, huh? Hey, burner phone. Man, I haven't seen you for quite a while. If I remember right. Have you been here before? Yeah, blizzards are really good. Why does that name sound familiar? Burner phone. Oh, okay. You must have commented on a video or something. Just the name seemed familiar. Well, anyway, welcome. Just jump in there. I gotta watch this mic, Chin. And I was looking at the lights blinking when I'm chewing a potato chip. Yuck. Yeah, I haven't lived in the valley for, let's see, I think I moved out of there in 2009, I think it was. But, yeah, I was raised there in Phoenix. But, yeah, I'm up in the Globe, Miami area now, so about 3,500 feet. Okay, Larry, I guess we made you hungry, huh? No, I haven't tried. Oh, yuck, that don't even sound good. There's a little place between San Diego and Phoenix there on Interstate 8. What's the name of it? Date Town or something like that. But they have date shakes. Man, they are so good. They're really popular too. And when you get down that way sometime, you stop in there and get one. That's right. Frida. Or Deborah, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I know where all that is, Christopher. Let's see, the closest I think I was at 19th Avenue in Glendale. Apartment complex in there. Yeah, there's some pretty nice stuff around here, Burner. It's mostly the copper mines now. They've pretty much taken over everything. got mountains of tailings all over the place. If you like that. Yeah, yeah. That's right, Christopher. I remember when they built that. It was state of the art. Christown was. And it was all enclosed. You could, but it was glass roofs, or glass roof over the mall. It was pretty nice. It's all dilapidated now. That most of the big name stores have moved out, and there's just a bunch of little shops and stuff in there now, and it's not in a good neighborhood anymore. Oh, it's good, Chin. If you ever get a chance, get down there and do it. Get one of them. I like them anyway. Yeah, see everybody. Frida's been there. If you blink, you go past it, you'll miss it. But it's just a little place, little restaurant. Yeah, the TAs had good food. Deborah, and TA there between Tucson and Phoenix had best biscuits and gravy I'd ever tasted. Yeah, Bernie, you may remember. Since EPA, really got down on them, they used to would turn the air a copper color when the wind was blowing. It'd blow all that into the valley, and it was just kind of a brownish reddish air. It was really strange. Can't do that now though; they get all over them. If I had a $1.5 million, I'd be set for a little while. On the other hand, I could spend that in no time flat. No, that's not true, Christopher. Just because you live in Chicago. I don't remember those. You remember the 76 truck stops? They had pretty good food. Hasn't changed too much, Burner. I mean, it's still old. People are moving out. Lots and lots of abandoned buildings. Yeah, I could still spend $1 billion in no time flat, but I think it would take a little bit longer. I used to, I remember when I was working, I used to tell my boss that he didn't have to worry about me quitting my job if I ever won the lottery. I wouldn't quit. I'd still work there, but boy, would I have a different attitude. He didn't appreciate that, but I thought it was funny. Sunny Slop? Yeah, they tried to boost that area up there, but they just couldn't make it go. Last time I was down there, it was pretty bad. Yeah, the Iron Skillet restaurants. They're good. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, blue chip, green stamps too. That was good. Howdy, Jeff. Yeah, that's the way to go, Gavin. And you win that kind of money, you need to keep your mouth shut. All of a sudden, you got all kinds of relatives coming out of the woodwork. No, that's not true, Christopher. Only place I really got nervous, Christopher, was down there by the water market. I'd get pretty nervous down that area. I blew a stair tire on one of the freeways up there, Christopher, about 6 o'clock at night, I guess. And man, it cleared the freeway in no time flat. Yeah, I remember Sears and Ward's in Christown, and now there was a couple of other big ones in there. And then, it just went downhill from there, and then, Walmart moved in, and that's about the only thing that's in there now is a Walmart and some, some shops. Most of it's all closed down. Hello, John. Yeah. Where'd she go? So I think she just yells at me as she's going back to the bed. Where'd you go, kitty? Oh, she's got water. Drinking your water? You missed her. She was up in my lap a little bit ago saying hi to everybody for about 30 seconds, and then, out come the claws, and I want down, now give me a treat. Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And Sears is about to go bankrupt, aren't they? Oh, J.C. Penney, that was another one that was in there that was really big. But, they're almost non-existent now. Yeah, there was Kriz, I'm sorry, Krizz, and then there was Crux, Krux. Yep, Kmart's gone. Thank you for shopping at Kmart. Blue Light Special. I don't remember seeing that one, Jeff. What do you want? Hmm? What you want? Being a good girl? Yeah? Okay, that's enough. Go lay down. What do you mean she blinks at me like, what? Yeah. I think there's one over in the Prescott area, Chen, that's still around. And that's about all of them. In this area, anyway. Yeah, could be, Jeff. Yeah, she's... But... Yeah. Hey. You being a good girl? Yeah. Wait till I turn my back and then she says, I'll see you. I'll show you a good girl. Okay, but I haven't heard that term in a long time either, Chris. Never said hi. Yep. Yep. Well. No, you was already up here. You was already up here. Yeah, I love you too. I'm getting a slow blink, so she's wanting something now. If she gets in those moods every now and then, Christopher, she likes to talk sometimes. Ah. Do you want to come up here? You want to come up here? Well, just for a minute. You're not going to get another treat, though. You're not going to get another treat. No, I don't want to. Yeah, there you go. Now you got your claw stuck, don't you? See? That's what happens. Yeah. There. Okay. Tell him hi. Yeah. Yeah, she does that a lot, Gavin. What are you sitting up so straight for? You don't usually do that. Yeah. You sitting all up straight? Oops, down you go. Ah! Just had to get that one in, didn't you? No, she's not hollering, so. Yeah, okay. Just a little one. Yeah, you're right. She always gets a treat, no matter what. Just a little one, though, okay? Otherwise, you'd be all full of energy and you'd be running back and forth, causing all kinds of havoc. Okay. Oh, man. I couldn't believe it. I mean, she meowed so much and so hard that she had a sore throat by the time she was finally stopped. Just little squeaks every now and then. She might have a little bit of Maine Coon in her, but she's pretty small. She only weighs about, I don't know, 5 or 6 pounds, I guess, something like that. And she doesn't have the classic 6 toes, so. Yeah. That's right, Gavin. I told her, shut up, go lay down. She just looks at me like, what do you mean, shut up? Well, that good? Pretty good stuff, yep. She's been sleeping with me lately, though. She's been getting down there by my feet. Keeps my feet nice and warm. Yeah, John, I don't know what I'd do without her. She got in a mood one time, John, and I was getting ready to go out camping, and I couldn't get her to, come to me. Or every time I'd get near her, she would swat at me and hiss and all kinds of stuff. So I guess she just didn't want to go camping that time. But so I left her. I got Cheryl to come over and, feed her and take care of her and stuff like that. So, but when I come back, boy, she just meowed and meowed and meowed. I imagine I was getting chewed out pretty good, so. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, Christopher. I know Jax has got 6 toes. But he's a pretty big kitty. Is he like 25 pounds or something like that? He's a little overweight, but, Maine Coons are pretty big cats anyway. If she's got any relatives, I know they're evil. I can tell you that, just by the way she looks at you sometimes. Read a few of his books. Hemingway, Bell Tolls for Thee, and I don't remember, there's another one. Another 2 that I read that he was a, interesting author. Yeah, they get pretty good, pretty big, Christopher. I'm not gonna say. I'll just let that one go, okay, Chin? Because the monitor is still working. Intercom. Do y'all watch Slim Potato Head? He's got an interesting channel. He's been around for a little while. He's got a pretty good following, and he did one today. It was up today, and I guess he was in a pretty good windstorm there in southern Arizona somewhere, and it was pretty funny. He was, leaning up against the wind and leaning way over, and he was talking about his A-frame, his A-frame trailer, and he said that they're not really wind accredited, I guess you could say. So he was a little bit nervous, but he was saying that, and it worked. If the wind blows on it just in the right direction at the right speed, it makes a pretty funny sound. And he said, "I promise that's the trailer and not me. I didn't do that." Yeah, he's Canadian, Chin. He comes down here to the lower 48s all the time and hangs out. I think he goes back home once in a while. Yeah, he's a pretty good photographer too, and give him a little shout out. I think I remember that, Chin. I go in spurts. I watch him all the time, and then sometimes I don't watch him again for a while. He gets to getting kind of weird sometimes. If he gets that big old Class A, I bet he's not going to be able to travel around as much. Now, he's pretty successful with his YouTube channel. He makes pretty good dollars, but still. It's going to be interesting to see how much it changes his channel. Excuse me. Okay, Frida. Yeah, gonna take a little nap there. About 8 hours worth. It's getting late where you are, so good to see you though. See you next week. Okay, I gotta make a couple of ciggies. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Gotta turn a little bit of heat on. It's getting a little chilly in here. Excuse me. Now I missed Christopher. If you're still there, have a good night. See you next week. Stay out of trouble if you can. Yeah, I like the wood pallet. He built that himself. Put it all together, and he's a pretty resourceful guy. He really is. Gavin, did you watch that about that stove that he built? I think, did I send you the link? I think I did. No, Gavin, it's somebody else. His new girlfriend actually has her own channel, but I couldn't remember what it was now. Yeah, the Canadian girlfriend didn't last too long. She didn't like being around the cameras and all that kind of stuff. So I think she was, it's my personal opinion, that, she was just looking for somebody to show her around, and then she went back. I'll have to watch that one. Send me the link on that one, Chin. Yeah, Kevin, you were. I think it was last week you were talking about wanting a wood burning stove in your camper, I guess, and I'm pretty sure I sent you the link to it where he built that one. The old cup does cover my whole face, doesn't it, Chin? Is that what it was? I don't remember the details about it. I just remember seeing it. I watched some of it. Yeah, that usually those kind of trades don't usually go very well, Jeff. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. best advice I can give you, Burner, is try to enjoy yourself. The hardest part is just getting started because things change, you know. But there's like 3 stages. You know, it's rough at first, and then you kind of get into the routine, and then the 3rd stage is it's a way of life. The hardest thing for me, well, that was a heck of a long time ago, but learning to go without electricity and, you know, without being able to just leave lights on all the time and, you know, take 30-minute showers and you know, that kind of stuff. Get yourself some solar panels and some good batteries. Golf cart batteries, you know. Let's see. There's a couple of USA batteries got a pretty good golf cart type battery. Those are good. And then there's just a bunch of them. Some of them are real expensive and some of them aren't so bad, but just look at your amp hours on those. Not cranking amps, but amp hours. The more amp hours you have, the longer they last. Not, you know, try to get a generator. If you have good solar, you know, lots of solar. I've had 500 watts of solar, and 4 6-volt batteries. And they're in series parallel. So I've got about almost 800 amp hours. So they'll last a while, but you know, you get 2 or 3 days at no sun, and the solar doesn't do much good. So you know, you drag out the generator. Okay, Chen, I marked it and I'll watch it. What else? I can think of a lot of stuff, but you know, we don't have a couple of days. Don't run out of water. You know, they say that the average American will go through 50 gallons of water a day or more. So you gotta kind of watch that. I can get by on a gallon. You know, that kind of stuff. Take showers, get a gallon jug of water, and go out in the forest and, you know, get wet, scrub down, and rinse off with a gallon. Sometimes 2. Pay attention to your surroundings. You know, keep in mind that the closer you are to town, the more riffraff you get in there. That's why I try to stay as far away from towns as I can. Make sure, like I said, make sure you have enough water and food. After a while, you learn all kinds of ways to conserve on power and food and water, everything. That's still against the law in Arizona to collect rainwater. I don't know how they can do that, but they do it. That channel called Little House on the Road, Burner, he's pretty good at giving advice. His whole channel is dedicated to teaching you how to boondock and all the pitfalls that go with it. Yeah, that's, you know, anywhere you can get water, that's the thing to do. Yeah, that's right, Chin. And it just started, honestly, officer, it just started raining, and I was too lazy to get up to move that bucket, okay? Yeah, Little House on the Road is the name of his channel. I'd be just about right, Jeff. I think I could get by on that. Yeah, that's right. You know, the old military shower stuff, you know? Take a shower in the field, that's what you do. Pretty much. Gavin, they don't like it. There's a bill trying to go through now where if you own the property, you can collect the water that falls on your own property. But, you know, it's going to be hard pressed to get that in. Yeah, that's a thing, guys, gals. You look out your peephole and see people standing around with cameras and you know, and they want you to open the door. What do you think? Would you open the door? One of the things I'm pretty adamant about, Burner, is camping near water because water draws people. So you know, I try to stay far away from water as I can, lakes and streams and that kind of stuff. I've always said I should have been a hermit. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can see them trying to enforce that in the South, Gavin. That's just not going to work. I tried to put that into my channel a couple of years ago. You know, the hermit in me and all that kind of stuff. I had to mention hermits in most every video I did for a little while, and then people started telling me, you're not a hermit. You know, you got YouTube and you're always uploading videos, and aren't real hermits don't want anything to do with YouTube and cameras and all that. So. So. But yeah, I think, you know, it hadn't have been having a family and, you know, and working and all that stuff and all that, I'd have probably turned out to be a hermit. I get very, very uncomfortable around other people. Herman Hermits. I'm Henry the Eighth. I am. Yeah, I bet. Putting minnows in the water. Yeah, that's that's spanking stuff there. You get a spanking for that. How many of us got spankings? Yep, she did. And that was her last name, too. After her name was Mathis. And her stepdad's name was Brown, so that, you know. Oh, he was a riot, Jeff. He really was. Perfect timing. Yeah, I remember those, Chin. Ah? Say ah? I get to talking, Burner, and sometimes a southern accent comes out, and I don't know where that came from. Yeah, that's true, Chen. He was one heck of an entertainer. He really was. 30 years, man, doing the same thing all the time, and it never got boring. You know, during the monologue, sometimes, you know, the joke didn't go over so well, and you know, just the look on his face was funny in itself. It's cold up there, Stephen. I bet you there's still a bunch of snow on the ground up there, too. Yeah. Yeah, he was another funny one, too. He really was. And George Carlin in his later years. I like George Carlin a lot. He was a realist. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. he used to he used to say that, you know, when he was born, he was so ugly the doctor slapped his mother. Southern California. What, gag me with a spoon? One of those valley girls. Gag me with a spoon, man. Yeah, Don was pretty good. He was pretty funny. And that other one, too, the drunk. What was his name? Yep, 8 inches is pretty good snow. Yeah, tubular, man. I could never master the Cajun accent, though. But except to say over here. It's over there. Foster Brooks, that's it, Stephen. Dean Martin roast, you know, they had him on, and he was roasting. He got roasted. Yeah, Don Rickle was being roasted, and Foster Brooks was talking to him. He was. I know you guys probably saw it. Said he was having an affair with his wife, Don's wife, and and he'd go on and on and on, and he'd say, "Oh, and by the way, Don, you're out of scotch." Yeah. 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 He was a funny man. He really was. I always liked the one that Carlin did with the stairs when he's carrying something, and he couldn't see over the top of the box. And when he'd get to the top of the stairs, he'd almost fall down because he expected to be in another step. And then coming down, he was expecting one to be there that wasn't, and then he'd almost fall down. Of course, the classic comedy, was Cheech and Chong. Gotta go to the can, man. No, Chen, I never watched SNL. I did, when they first started coming out, Mr. Bill and, and that kind of stuff, the church lady and that, but they've gotten too political now, so I just don't bother with it. Just my opinion. No, this is Dave. Dave's not here. One of the other ones that Cheech and Chong did too, they just had records, the big 78 albums, and I guess they'd run out of gas or something, and one of them was under the hood trying to fix it, didn't know what was wrong, and the other one honked the horn. And you hear him go, "Ah!" and he bumps his head on the hood, and the one that honked the horn says, "Oh, nice hairdo, man." Okay, Burner. Of course, everybody, I'm sure, I'm not sure how old everybody is, but I bet most of us remember Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? No, what's on second? Yeah, you're right, Berner. They were classic comedies. I mean, they weren't, they weren't dirty. Sex and dirty stuff is, that's what people think is funny now. But back then it was just good, funny, clean stuff. Truly funny. And Johnny Carson would do the animals. And you have those people on that would bring the animals in. And the funniest thing he ever did was the baby gorillas. Yeah. No. Who? No, who's on first? No, I didn't see that one. Yeah, it was up in smoke, wasn't it? That was the biggest paper I ever saw. I'll tell you another funny one too. Is that I had his name right on the tip of my tongue. And big fat Mexican guy. He goes by the name of Fluffy. I don't remember Francis. Los Locos, yeah. And Tommy Chong was on that 70s show. And he had quite a few appearances on there. And he was just like he was in the 70s. Yeah, there was. Get on the elevator. Damn! Yeah, I remember Mr. Ed. It wouldn't surprise me at all, Gavin. Yeah. What's his name? Something the Glacis. You went to go see the king, you know. Went out into the yard to see the pets, and there was a big cat out there. That was some pet. Eat you alive in 2 seconds. Yeah. Fluffy, yeah. Gabriel, that's it. And he used to, when he was first getting started, he used to tell the story about going back to his neighborhood in his Volkswagen. One of the other funny ones he would talk about too is, you know, if you've been drinking and you know you're going to get stopped, you got a cop behind you, and you know that you're going to get stopped, you just jump over into the passenger seat, put your seatbelt on, and when the cop walks up to the window, you just look at him and say, "I don't know where he went. He was just here a minute ago." Now, I don't remember that at all, Francis. I remember watching a Keystone Cops, Laurel and Hardy. It's the big one. It's the big one, Elizabeth. Here I come, Elizabeth. Well, we're coming up on the 2 hours, so I think I'm going to start shutting her down here pretty quick. So I have to do my commercial at the end, of course. You guys ought to be used to that by now. So if you shop at Amazon, be sure and click on the link below this video. It'll take you to my Amazon influencer page, and there's some stuff there that you can look at, and having to do with camping and solar and all that kind of stuff. You know, if you don't find anything on those pages, then you can scroll back up to the search box and type in anything that you want, and it'll take you to the regular Amazon pages. I got to tell you, though, that if you decide to purchase something, I will get a small commission, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So appreciate it if you go take a look, see what's up there. There's some good stuff that I use and purchase, that I've purchased and used, and thanks, I would appreciate that. I remember Sky King. I was just a kid when that was on. You know, I used to see the two brothers every now and then at the local Dairy Queen. Ah, thank you, Burner. I appreciate that. What, if you don't mind asking, what do they call you? Besides burner phone. I mean, you don't have to tell me your name. You don't have to, but I used to think my last name was Dammit. John Dammit. It was an old Bonanza airplane that they had. Okay, Gavin. Good to see you. Take care. Don't work too hard. Haha. Oh, we got a lot of Johns in here, Burner. John. No puns intended. But as soon as I say I'm going to shut down, the people start dropping out like flies. Down to 7. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. Okay, Chen, good to see you. Be careful. Yeah, the Big Valley was filmed down there in Tucson. An old Tucson movie lot. As well as, a bunch of John Wayne movies were down there and all that. It burned down a few years ago. They were able to save some of it, the saloon and that they saved, but a lot of it burned down. Now, see you, John. Take care. Hey, we do this every Monday night, bud. Good to meet you too, Burner. John. I don't know why I asked you that, because now I'm going to be calling you Burner from now on. So, anyway, have a good one, y'all. Take care. And I'll leave it up like I always do for a little while so you guys can chit-chat, and that kind of stuff. I'll just shut the camera and the mic off. So, have a good evening, peoples.